welcome back to Redbeard RPG and Starfield. We're going to tie up some loose ends, and then I think it's time to go after the final quest line. Let's be talking about Andreja. I think the game's glitched out because it's pointing in definitely the wrong direction. She is... I don't know where she's at. Anybody in here? No. Nobody in there. Nobody in there. Whoops. There's somewhere in this building. I was outside a minute ago. It had like 5 markers.
As much as I love uncovering new questions, I wouldn't mind a few answers now and then.
Oh, do you want to talk to me?
We've always considered ourselves explorers, but this really is uncharted territory, isn't it?
Nah.
Stay safe, okay?
Okay. Yeah, like, look at that. Like, what's up with all these map markers? Okay, here we go.
For you, should you need me. I cannot thank you enough for what you have done for Dasra, for House Varun.
Yeah, no problem. Next time, there better be a statue of me.
I think that might be a little too much to hope for.
Yeah?
Statues tend to be reserved for Jinan himself. Though it is hard to imagine a future for House Varun where Al-Nazgul is not leading. But now, House Dulkef will take control.
House Dulkef's diligence is just what the people need right now.
It is certainly a solid foundation on which to build House Varun's future. Thankfully, this transfer of power comes at a time of peace. You were right to vote against the crusade.
Yeah. War brings out the worst in everyone.
Indeed it does. There's no guarantee that it will not happen again in the future, but at least you have prevented it for now. No matter what, the path ahead will be difficult. But at least there still is a path, thanks to your actions. Not that I needed another reason to love you, but I will not forget what you have done for my people.
No problem.
I have things I wish to discuss with you, when you have time.
I have time right now. Well, she's glitched out.
It is a
there we
relief
go.
to know that the Terramorphs are being dealt with.
Good grief.
But are you sure this Asilis creature is the right way to do it?
Germs made a lab sound way too risky.
Where Terramorphs are concerned, I do not believe there is a way to remove risk from the equation. Perhaps an experimental microbe has its own risks, but what of the risks to who knows how many human lives until the Asilis can do its job?
Yeah, we're gonna have to agree to disagree on this one.
I suppose we shall. Not that it matters, since the decision was made. And I must say, I find it curious that you would agree keeping the Lazarus plant around is a good idea. It seems an additional, unnecessary risk.
It might be useful someday in the future. Best to leave options on the table.
I do not think some potential future use outweighs the risk it poses now. I find it even more concerning that the United Colonies will keep this information secret. They have enough power already. They do not need this in their arsenal.
Well, then how'd you know it was a
thing? It is
thing?
good to know that this particular threat is behind us. And you have done a service to all who live in the settled systems.
All right. What's it pointing at here? Okay, there it's pointing at the door. What's it pointing at down this way? Same Coe, let's talk to him. See what he's got to say.
Good call putting an end to the Serpent's Crusade. I hate to say it, because I know a lot of decent folks were lost, but it's probably for the best Anasco's experiment blew up in his face.
Yeah, kind of was. I agree. What happened was unfortunate, but the alternate could have been catastrophic.
Exactly. Doesn't do the city of Dasra any good, but even the people there will be better off in the long run. But yeah, regardless, I don't see House Varun as the kind of people who wage war halfway. And with Cora getting older, I just do not want her to be caught up in that. So I'm hoping House Dulkef sticks to their word on this. And we have peace.
House Dukef follows orders. They won't deviate.
Yeah, I got that vibe too. They're the only one who declined, so we might be safe for now. At the end of the day, what's done is done. But I'm bearing the lead here. You saved a whole city from ruin. You gave them a starting point to rebuild and make a new future. And thanks to you, the only crusade Cora's gonna read about is in the history books.
Same. Stopping the crusade was the main thing. The political stuff will work itself out in time.
You and me both. But something like this doesn't go away in a year. And even if the city is restored, scars will last generations.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm not going to worry about it too much. You saved the day, and everything's good. We'll deal with any blowback when it comes. I've got some stuff on my mind when you have the time.
Well, let's
The
talk
whole
about that.
Terramorph situation, seriously, hats off to you. When I was growing up, everyone was afraid of Terramorphs. How they could seemingly strike anywhere at any time. The carnage, the destruction. The stuff you've done here could save so many lives.
Just doing what I had to do.
Hey, it's me. If you can't brag a little to your friends, who can you brag to? I don't know about these Asylees. That micro would wipe out the Terramorphs for good and certain. I mean, the Asylees? It'll take longer, take more hand-holding, and there's no saying the Asylees will fully get the job done. I hope for all our sake you made the right call.
Microbes mutate. I couldn't take the chance it becomes a new, bigger problem.
When you put it like that, I guess I see your point. The United Colonies. Hell, everyone and everywhere owes you big time. Even if they don't know it.
All right. Oops. For some reason it's pointing over there.
Welcome back, Captain.
Kind of was curious to see what she had to say, but I don't know why the map marker's pointing this way. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, that's saying to talk at the realty office.
Aren't you the one I saw running away from that crazy guy? Man, New Atlantis gets weirder by the day.
Sure. Yeah, it's glitched out where it's like showing me all my activities. I don't want it to do that. Just want it to show this one. Yeah. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's look at the surface map. Sarah Morgan's here, apparently. That's odd. Where's SSM? Let's do that little side quest. We'll chat about that, and then we'll probably start pushing towards the final quest. They're here.
You have another. Your stories are a big hit. You lead well, an amazing life.
I was at the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis.
Really? To say you have my undivided attention is an understatement. A lot of people were there. The accounts we've got were chaotic. What was your role in that?
I personally took the Terramorphs out. Pretty much saved the day.
Wait. I heard someone from Constellation was involved.
That's me.
That was you? This is great. Like, embarrassingly important award-winning great. The whole city is still on edge over the attack. We were fortunate, damn fortunate, that casualties were so low. What was it like in the thick of things?
I was focused on protecting the civilians and staying alive. I didn't really have time to think.
Pure instinct, huh? It sounds like New Atlantis, heck, the whole UC, owes you a great debt. Any closing comments? I already have a good story here.
The Terramorph Management Division has been created to make sure it never happens again.
That's a mouthful. A thankful you guys are around mouthful. Hey, Constellation? From all of us that live here, thanks. We use the word hero a lot in news, but you really are one. When you first walked into my office, I had no idea you would be at the center of so much. And I get the feeling you're not sharing everything.
I doubt you'll believe everything I've seen and done.
I might surprise you, but I understand. I talked with the editor, and he authorized a special bonus for someone who's worked with us so long.
Oh, neat.
And maybe one day, years from now, you can fill me in on the stories you didn't want broadcast. Take care, Constellation.
All right. So wait, does that finish that activity? I think that's it. I think that's all we can do that. All right. For some reason, it says Sarah Morgan's over here. Alright, she's over that way. Let's see if we can get this real quick. Yeah, she's at the lodge, where I thought she'd be. Upstairs. Wish it would have given me her marker when I was here.
Sorry to pull you aside like this, but I wanted to take a moment to congratulate you. Taking those steps to eradicate the Terramorph threat is essential to the safety of every living thing in the settled systems. You should be proud.
Something had to be done. Those creatures were dangerous.
Yes, exactly. I'm glad you treated the situation with the urgency it deserved. I only wish that the United Colonies chose to exterminate the Terramorphs with the experimental microbe instead of choosing this ridiculous Asili solution.
Everybody hates my
Apparently,
decision
their
on
was
that.
based on your recommendation. That was a risky choice you've made.
I think the microbe thing was way more risky. The experimental microbe, yeah, would have been even greater risk.
I beg to differ with you. Deploying the Asili solution is going to take years, perhaps even decades. The microbe would have cut that time drastically.
Yeah, I couldn't really condone the release of an unproven microbe on the ecosystem.
Well, I'm disappointed that you didn't trust the science. Unfortunately, locking away the Lazarus plant instead of eliminating it adds to the risk. Anything
I don't even remember doing that, to be honest with you.
The Terramorph life cycle should have been completely removed from the equation. Why take the chance?
Even though we don't agree, I appreciate your honesty.
Of course. I wouldn't have it any other way. I appreciate the fact that you've taken the time to listen to my opinion on the matter. I'm sorry if I've said anything that jeopardizes our working relationship. We should have a talk, when you have the time, of course. I have an important personal decision to make, but I need to discuss something with you first.
Okay. What's up?
Thank you. So, where to start? Before I was with the Navigator Corps, I was career military, part of the United Colonies Navy. When the Colony War broke out, I was posted as the chief navigator on a warship, the Dauntless.
Making chief navigator sounds like quite an accomplishment.
Well, the position didn't last long. There was a particularly bloody battle. We were fighting over a world in the Eta Cassiopeia system. Worst fighting I'd ever seen. We lost 12 ships that day. 12. Including my own.
Oh my. I'm assuming the United Colonies won this battle?
With hundreds of lives lost on both sides, I'd argue there were no winners at all. Now let me finish. The ship was barely intact. The captain and first mate died the previous day, which put me in command. A shrewd captain would have called for the crew to abandon ship, but I was so angry. I wanted to stay. I needed to fight.
Uh-oh. I don't really know what I would have done.
Well, I didn't have the luxury of indecision. I had to act. We fought for hours, but the damage was fatal. I gave the order to abandon ship and the crew piled into the escape shuttle. As the shuttle launched, I could see it was damaged. I heard screams before the radio cut, and last thing I saw, they were spiraling helplessly towards the planet's surface. There was nothing I could do.
That sounds pretty traumatic. Sorry you had to go through that.
You're sorry. For me? If I hadn't been so stubborn, so eager to prove that I could handle command, my crew would have had more time to escape.
Nothing you described really sounds like your fault. You couldn't have anticipated the escape shuttle being damaged.
Try telling that to their loved ones. When the dust settled, the United Colonies gave me a medal. Can you believe that? A damn medal. I never even had a chance to find the shuttle wreckage and give my crew a proper burial.
How did you get off the Dauntless? Yeah.
After I checked every section of the ship for wounded crew, I took the other escape shuttle. If I hadn't, I would have died. The Dauntless came apart minutes after I escaped.
Okay. You can't really blame yourself for what amounts to bad luck.
Bad luck? That sounds familiar. Remember when you said no one but me would have pushed harder to keep the Navigator Corps going? Well, this time, pushing too hard cost lives. Don't you get it? Everything I do, everything I touch, somehow falls apart. That's why I'm worried about us.
Don't worry, I'm here for you every step of the way.
After everything you've heard, all my stories, you still have faith. No one's ever cared about me this much. Not even Andreja.
I'll never stop having faith in you, Sara. Now, let's go. We're partners. I'll always have your back, Sara.
And I'll have yours. All right, partner. I suppose it's time we get back to work. Thank you for being there, for listening to me when I needed it the most. I'll never forget this. I promise.
All right. Whoops. So, we look at our journal. Where's that one? This one. Those are never ending. I don't care about collecting the new ship, decorating the home. Oh, this is the never-ending quest. I don't really need Harden to join my crew. Visit your rented room, I've done. Ran the Red Mile, I've done. Mission boards, those are repeatable missions. Location at ECS Constance, that didn't do anything when I went there. We could try that again. Let's actually do that, yeah. If anything's changed, it's been a while since we checked on them, but like we talk to them and they just like don't go anywhere or do anything. So,
This is the Earth Colony ship Constant. What is the nature of your communication?
Seems like your comms are working
That
now.
they
We'll go
are.
through this.
I'm still learning this new comm system, but it's telling. At least scans say that's your ship ID. Cool.
Word, you won't find a new home?
Between you and me, a little. Captain's been a little indecisive. Nothing seems like it's gonna be good enough for her. But I'm remaining fairly optimistic. We'll find something sooner or later. Just hoping it's more on the sooner side.
Sounds like everything's good to go. You should leave before Paradiso Group gets upset.
Oh, guess that's our cue to get ourselves together and vamos. I guess we'll see you if we see you out there. Bye.
Yeah, so that they just seem to sit there forever. I don't know if that's a glitch or what, but yeah, they never seem to leave. So, all we really have left, supply lines and never-ending 1, 2. This is all we got. This is Revelation. Let's go for it. Of course. Alrighty. Planet looks safe. Alright, we've already given her a scan, apparently. Uh-oh. Ship landing animation is never good. Yep, and we're stuck. Alright. How do we do this? That's not it. I think we gotta, like, travel that way again. Since we're already landed, it'll, yeah, put us outside the ship. There we go. Alright, excellent.
Hello. Again. Let's go find the emissary, shall we? I'm sure we'll meet plenty of their friends along the way.
Alrighty. Good grief. Med med pack, don't mind if I do. Somebody needs to clean this place up.
I'm not sure who thought of it first, but getting those ecliptic mercs to build a little fortress on top of the temple was pretty inspired. Of course, we'll still need to kill a few Starborn, too.
Your search ends here.
Ah, here they come.
Yep, there they are.
Here's an old favorite.
Can't even see what's going on.
What foolishness!
The universe bends to me.
Send them back to the stars!
Reload.
All right, let's try this. Let's see how you handle this. Your eternity ends.
Time and space all!
Where did he? Everything's just like kind of randomly blowing up.
Is that all?
Alright, let's get up here. It seems to be where they're hanging out. There's healing items everywhere. Nice.
You're in my way.
There's another one up there. Alright. See another little med pack. Don't mind if I do. Trot along, check these guys out along the way. Ecliptics seem to be carrying plenty of money and healing items on them. Oh, really? I can't step over that little bitty thing.
Death is only the beginning.
Witness the infinite.
on.
Arise! Defend the temple once more! Defensive positions.
The test continues. Here's an old favorite.
Enough! Death comes for you!
What else?
Nothing but a delay, a distraction. All right, let's try this.
Gain a level. Oh, we got an ID card. Nice. Is that it? Is that everybody? Alright, looks like we're heading off this way. Oops. Really can't run up a ramp, huh? Alright. Well, we'll get through this secure access door and head inside the temple. Unfortunately, we're going to have to do that next time. Thank you all so very much for watching. Have a good one. Hopefully all these weird little glitches stop, but we're almost at the end of the game.